I was respected. I was feared.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for performers that started and finished their movie careers with notable work. This list includes their first and last credited roles in feature films.
My time has come, my son. You must heed my words before I'm gone.
Number 10, Chadwick Boseman, The Express, The Ernie Davis Story, and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Ernie, this is Floyd a little. Floyd, this is...
Ernie Davis. 2,386 yards, 360 carries, 6.6 yards a carry.
You're good at math, huh?
From his first film role, Chadwick Boseman showed that he had a knack for playing historical characters. It's hard to watch his work in The Express and deny his star power.
Heisman Trophy all the way. Then the NFL, make some money.
Playing real-life halfback Floyd Little, the actor introduced himself as an engaging presence. He used his power again to great effect in all kinds of dynamic roles, from biopics to Marvel epics.
Wakanda forever! Wakanda forever!
Keeping his illness secret, Boseman pushed forward to create one of his finest roles in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
You done got jealous because Mr. Irvin using my version.
What the hell I got to be jealous of you about?
Playing musician Levy Green, he earned multiple accolades and nominations for his fiery and deeply felt performance. His strong and impressive work adds up to a beautiful legacy.
Death got some style. Death will kick your ass and make you wish you never been born. That's how bad death is. But you can rule over life. Life ain't nothing.
Number 9, Eva Marie Saint, On the Waterfront and A Winter's Tale.
Everybody loved Joey. Little kids to the old rummies. Did you know him very well?
It did not take long for Eva Marie Saint to make an impact in Hollywood. Her first film was On the Waterfront, a pivotal release that still echoes through cinematic history.
I feel like I'm just floating. Just floating.
She won an Oscar for her movie debut, proving that she could hold her own beautifully in scenes with Marlon Brando at his most powerful. This started a prosperous career filled with more classics like North by Northwest. Before she stopped screen acting, Saint lent her talents to Winter's Tale. The fantasy gave her an underrated send-off to an incredible catalogue of work. While it might not be as acclaimed as her previous projects, the story was elevated by her mere presence as Willa.
Life is long. You do see things that don't always add up to the world we think we know. I've always held on to that table. Nothing special, can't say why.
Number 8, Gene Kelly, For Me and My Gal, and Xanadu.
We'll tear down theaters, we'll murder them.
Listen, I wouldn't be your partner if they booked us into the palace for 51 weeks a year.
If you love Hollywood musicals, you probably love Gene Kelly. His ability to sing, dance, and act was apparent right from his first movie. Directed by musical expert Busby Berkeley, For Me and My Gal let Kelly perform fantasy routines with Judy Garland.
Her lips were sweeter than julep when you wore a tulip.
The performer never stops in a promising debut that shows off his generational talents. When he came to the end of his career, the Singin' in the Rain star took a cinematic bow with Xanadu.
Guess what you own half of, partner?
What?
Xanadu.
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 The project might have received a mixed reception, but it did allow the actor to have fun on screen. It's now considered something of a cult classic that's enhanced by Kelly's performance. Number 7, James Earl Jones, Dr. Strangelove and Coming to America.
Major Kong, is it possible this is some kind of loyalty test? You know, give the go code and then recall to see who would actually go?
Ain't nobody ever got the go code yet.
On both stage and screen, James Earl Jones was a powerful force of nature. He began a towering career in the Stanley Kubrick film Dr. Strangelove as one of the bomber crew members. Jones didn't say much, but his singular voice stood out among a talented cast. He got to trade lines with the likes of Slim Pickens in a memorable Cold War satire. Along with bringing Darth Vader to life, the actor built up a steady stream of work in everything from searing dramas to comedies with Eddie Murphy. Decades after playing King Jaffe in Coming to America, the performer returned for the funny sequel.
I spoiled you, my son. You are not strong or ruthless as I am. You will be assassinated.
It's touching to watch him play opposite Murphy again in an appearance that plenty of fans can appreciate.
The end is near. My funeral should be spectacular.
Yeah, Baba.
Let's have it now, while I'm alive.
Number 6, Angela Lansbury, Gaslight and Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
What's up there?
Never mind about up there. Old floor's been boarded off.
Ah.
That's the way the monster wanted it.
Huh?
In her first film role, Angela Lansbury appears in an acclaimed drama. Gaslight features the actress as the maid Nancy, and she was rewarded for her efforts with an Oscar nomination.
Going to a musical. Up in a balloon, boys, up in a
I've never been to an English musical.
Oh, you don't know what you've missed, sir. Up in a balloon, boys, up in a balloon.
Throughout her career, she kept people guessing in multi-genre parts that went from serious to effortlessly fun. Her brief appearance in Glass Onion shows that she's willing to make fun of her image and appear with other titans of the entertainment world.
Blanc, I saw you go in the engine room. You're the imposter. We all know it. Case closed. We're done.
I don't understand this at all, so Angie caught me.
It's so enjoyable to watch Lansbury play Among Us with Detective Benoit Blanc, giving us one last chance to laugh with her. Number 5, Gene Wilder, Bonnie and Clyde, and Another You.
I'm Eugene Grizzard.
And I'm Velma Davis.
Many know him as Willy Wonka, but some people forget that Gene Wilder got his cinematic start in Bonnie and Clyde. The role of Eugene showcases his ability to make you laugh and feel for him.
I'm from Wisconsin originally. Where the cheese comes from.
Oh, but he just loves Texas now. Don't you, Eugene?
Don't sell that cow.
In just a few scenes, Wilder makes a significant impression in a groundbreaking film from the era, even when competing with the likes of Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway. He achieved even more success in the 1970s with Mel Brooks comedies and a professional partnership with Richard Pryor. The two talents shared the screen for a fourth outing in 1991, giving audiences a last look at their one-of-a-kind connection.
Hey! Oh, Eddie, this is my best friend Eddie. He'll tell you. Hey, you want to know anything about Abe? You ask me, because Abe and I are best friends. That Abe Fielding. Big joke on me, right?
Another You still lets Wilder reveal his artistic spark, despite the movie's sour reception.
Hey, what are you doing? I don't like to get touched. Just keep your hand off. What's wrong with you?
Number 4, Henry Fonda, The Farmer Takes a Wife, and On Golden Pond.
Bye, Miss Larkins. I hope I ain't seen the last of you, ma'am.
Oh, see you along the big ditch. Our boat's called the Emma.
Among the more beloved performers of the screen, Henry Fonda gave his all to a career full of natural performances. His Hollywood beginning might be lesser known, but it does give a sense of his unique abilities under the direction of Victor Fleming.
I was forgetting I got news.
What?
Come on, sit down. I added up my books this morning. We made a lot more than I figured we would.
Oh, Dan.
Maybe we could get married now.
Fonda's everyman persona helps endear the audience to him no matter the role. This continued through a long list of dramas and culminated in his devastating work in On Golden Pond. He starred as the older and stubborn husband that struggles in his family relationships. The legend won an Oscar for his last role, creating tender moments with his real-life daughter Jane.
Hello, Norman.
Oh,
Happy
look
birthday.
at you. Look at this little fat girl.
Up until his final years, this leading man showed that he could make audiences think and cry.
You want to know why I came back so fast? I got the end of our lane. I couldn't remember where the old town road was.
Number 3, John Cazale, The Godfather and The Deer Hunter. Though only starring in 5 movies, John Cazale might have had one of the finest careers of any actor. His first performances was as Fredo in The Godfather. It's a difficult part to master, full of weakness and mixed emotions.
Is that why you slap my brother around in public?
Oh, no, that was nothing, Mike. Now, Mo didn't mean nothing by that. Sure, he flies off the handle once in a while, but Mo and me were good friends, right, Mo, huh?
Cazale gives every subtle gesture meaning in a part that he'd reprise in the sequel.
How can I help?
Dealing with terminal cancer, the star completed his final role in The Deer Hunter before his death. The Best Picture winner puts him in a volatile group of friends that's broken apart by the Vietnam War.
All right, you guys, whoever took my boots, I want them back.
While he doesn't have the most screen time, the performer steals key moments in heartbreaking and compelling scenes.
You tried it! Just say it! Come on!
Float away.
Ow! Ow! Hey!
Take it easy, Mike.
How was that for?
Number 2, Burt Lancaster, The Killers and Field of Dreams. Any list of major Golden Age actors is incomplete without Burt Lancaster. In a classic adaptation of a Hemingway story, the performer revealed a sensitive soul beneath his tough exterior.
Sam, I'm asking you for old time's sake. There's nothing I can do, Odie. Come on, wait a minute. You don't understand. I swiped that stuff myself. I was letting her wear it, just for the night.
He stars with Ava Gardner in a story that puts his strongest assets on full display.
But showed me his cards before reaching for the pot.
If it wasn't for the Mara, I'd be for giving you the works.
He should have turned his cards over.
In what would become trademarks of his career, Lancaster leaps off the screen with palpable emotions. He carried that kind of robust artistry with him all the way to his last movie performance.
Up against the wall. Put your hands up, higher.
As Moonlight Graham in Field of Dreams, the icon concluded his catalogue on a high note. He's one of several reasons audiences love the baseball film, lending his magical presence to one of the drama's most touching moments.
Suddenly, old John McGraw points a bony finger in my direction and he says, "Right field." Well, sir, I jumped up like I was sitting on a spring, grabbed my glove, and ran out on the field.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Marlon Brando, The Men and the Score. As one of the most revered stars of his generation, Marlon Brando took the movie world by storm in the 1950s. The artist first transitioned into the cinematic world with The Men.
What do you want? What you come here for? I told you I didn't want you around. I told you I didn't want anything to do with you. Can't you understand English, you stupid idiot?
Oh, Bud, darling, please.
But, darling, please start walking.
Before his bold screen performance in A Streetcar Named Desire, the actor gave a humanistic performance in a post-war drama. The empathetic tale about injured veterans signaled his potential as a silver screen icon. At the end of his career, Brando showed his range once again in a crime thriller.
Back from Bermuda.
He also proved that he can make the most out of a supporting role, playing opposite Robert De Niro with a clear charisma.
You gotta tell me the magic word.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Good, good. Jesus, sweetheart. You're a sweetheart. Bravo. Making sense.
The performer draws you in no matter the material, always showing the audience his magnetic energy.
I'm gonna tell you something. For the first time in my life, I'm scared. I don't know why it is. I was never scared before, but I'm scared now, Nick.
Which stellar acting career did we fail to mention? Let us know in the comments below.
Due to the Nakatomi Corporation's legacy of greed around the globe, they are about to be taught a lesson in the real use of power.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.